And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10 for the Sooners. From the shotgun, it's Young. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Young on 3rd down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this will be taken at the 13. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And that will come the offense as they take over. They will let him throw here on the very first play. Under pressure, and down he goes. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, you're quarterback.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A nice throw there. Coach O'Brien, when you look at his quarterback position, he's got 2 great options, but opting to go with a hot hand, leaving Tommy Matthews on the sideline to start this semifinal.
And throughout this season, they've had a little bit of what we would call the carousel approach at quarterback. But when they've made changes, Tommy Matthews has made the most of his time under center. But both of these quarterbacks are undefeated, and we know why. This defense has played.
And that ball is caught for a Cornhuskers touchdown. Ladarius Thomas, 27 yards. And the Cornhuskers have taken the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And the Cornhuskers ready to kick this thing off after the touchdown. And he returns this to the 22.
The Sooners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard.
Out is the Oklahoma offense ready for their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
For the right play, yeah.
That too.
Throwing on 2nd down. Young. And his throw here's incomplete.
Intended for number 47.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Now Young to throw on 3rd down. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
$54 yards on the punt, 12 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw left side complete. That's Carter. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
44-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Over the middle complete. That's Alexander. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Catch here, left side, Thomas. 3 yards to the gain there, second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
A 42-yard attempt.
This has neither the distance nor the accuracy. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long. Attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
At the 29-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Cornhuskers 7, Sooners nothing.
Throwing again on second down. Young. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Thomas. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
He's brought down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Second and 6.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Oklahoma now with a first and 10.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a second and 13.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here on these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle.
Brings up third.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up fourth.
When a linebacker's able to sit at the second level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And this offense is going to take over at their own 20-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get... It's a foot race. 20.
In your face!
And he is in. Touchdown, Nebraska. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down.
A nice play design there with a touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him. Brandon, how about that reaction there from a defensive end? Able to recognize the screen pass trying to happen, broke off his pass rush, and then get back to tackle the running back. That's a very athletic and intelligent play. Reminds me of you working out and seeing that the treadmill's open and getting there before anyone else.
See, I know you're just patronizing me right now. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield, get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They'll start on the ground with Foster. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
1st and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that ball is caught for a Cornhuskers touchdown. Quintero Grant, 37 yards. And the Cornhuskers add on to... Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
And it looks like this one won't work out. Hands team able to secure the football.
Covered by the hands.
Second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Young. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And 6.
Throwing, Young. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
Oklahoma field goal. A 55-yard attempt.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Cornhuskers 22, Sooners nothing.
The winner goes on, the loser goes home as we start the second half of this semifinal matchup. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 30.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Intended for number 4.
This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down. The Cornhuskers now with a 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... It's caught inside the 25. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's good for 28 yards.
Cornhuskers first down.
They'll look to throw again. Forced out to his left. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, Foster. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you want two.
You're without.
And he is in. Touchdown, Nebraska. A great effort there. The second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cornhuskers add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those two TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have two touchdowns. And the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it.
The onside kick recovered by the receiver.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
On second down now, it's Thomas. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long. Young working out of the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Take over first and 10. At their own 16.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, look, I mean, coming into this one, you and I, we didn't know what to expect. This could have certainly been a disaster, nothing short of it. But this young, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. And they rattle off a big one. 55 yards. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that ball is caught for a Cornhuskers touchdown. Let's go! Paxton Carter, 26 yards. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And a touchdown there to help them expand the lead.
All you're looking for is as much separation between you and the other team as possible. They've got to feel good about what that touchdown gives them.
Here's Nebraska now after the touchdown, back out to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
First and 10.
The Sooner offense back out, ready for their next possession. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or